It's been more than 3 years since hundreds of families in the Northwest were promised homes. Until this day, they are still waiting. The homes were meant to be the province's flagship housing developments. When Human Settlements Minister Thembi May Lane visited the Mat Lowe's Sun N12 West Catalytic Project in 2025, government officials promised action. They promised governance failures would be fixed, and they promised construction would resume. At the center of the crisis is the Mat Lowe's Sun Estates Extension 10 housing development, part of a massive R4.2 billion project, designed to deliver more than 20,000 housing opportunities along the N12 corridor near Klerksdorp. The project was supposed to transform communities including Alabama, Juberton, and Rochelle, with homes, schools, retail centers, and social amenities spread across more than 500 hectares of land. Now, official documents seen by IOL reveal a pattern of financial failures, administrative breakdowns, and unanswered warnings that appear to have pushed the project toward collapse. In April 2026, the Northwest Department of Human Settlements issued Contractor MXN Development Construction with a notice of intention to terminate its contract, accusing the company of abandoning the site and failing to perform. But the contractor strongly disputes that claim, insisting he is on site and working. MXN Managing Director, Nlanhla Nkala, says construction teams remained active on site.
It's simple. It's a budget they are cut on the project. When I think speaker la ushilwa the project move iswa province. That's why the problem started. And if you remember around 2022-23, that's why 10C services are not done, because they never budgeted for it. Since then to date, there are no services that have been taken care of. It's because province never provided money for services for extension 10C, 11 and 12. That is the problem. That's outright. Nothing to do with me. And then from there we went to the top structures. Top structures, we were working. Remember as well, ukuthi lama top structures ngawaqala ngemali yami, not a government. Government azanifaka imali maqala lezi zinto. Ngafaka yami imali to build the houses. Bakumele bangibhadale back ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngirecoverishe. Azange basangibhadala accordingly. Bangitshela ama stages, ngathola imali in drips and drabs. I then ended up being poor. So, and then also variance difference quantum. Bekumele ikhuphuke from 140 to 183. Bayisa to 160 something 168. So that 17,000 esalayo since 2024 to date abaya adjust. And that affect mafaki claim awitholi lo mali because I loadwanga ku system. So it affected me. So why am I getting ni complain number ngithi ngibhadalwanga abanye benu basangisebenzela abakaholi. It is because imali ilodwe lapho ku system kuma completions and so on and so on. Angitholi. I-invoice since yahlala from October last year to date ayikabhadalwa. At some stage bangifuna ukuthi angifaka ama invoices akubhadala bathi abanamali. Department ayinamali. Ithi ayinamali. But ithi find out abanye abantu babhadaliwe. Mina angibhadala. So that has been a problem. It was a shock to me mangithola iletter as issue director ukuthi thunyelwe iletter ukuthi intention to terminate the contract. Now, mina then I asked with kanjani because the fault is not on me. Nisasane invoice ehleli since October that has not been sorted out. That is one. But two, anga adjust quantum ukuthi be correct. And who is affected? Him. Noma ngingaqeda lezinto engizenzayo. By the way, siyasebenza this site. But at a slow pace because they are not sorting out my problem. Many times when Khuluma no director, I present ku Depark. Since to date, Depark ayikabuyi, and angazi ukuthi ayikahlali Depark until they sort out the quantum because
The IOL investigation also uncovered a subsidy system error that officials had allegedly known about since 2023 but never corrected. An approved increase in the housing subsidy amount was never properly updated on the government's housing subsidy system. The system continued reflecting the wrong amount for every housing unit built, creating a shortfall. By 2026, more than R4 million in contractor claims allegedly remained unpaid. Repeated letters warning officials about the problem went unanswered. The breakdown between the department and the contractor extended beyond finances. The contract required regular review meetings. Documents seen by IOL show little evidence those meetings ever took place. Instead, letters piled up. Meanwhile, the people waiting for homes remain trapped in uncertainty. At a community meeting held in May 2026, residents were told that the current contractor's agreement would likely be terminated, and that a new contractor would be appointed in the next financial year. But with less than a year remaining before the project's March 2027 completion deadline, serious questions remain. Government officials, including senior provincial leaders and the Office of the Human Settlements Minister, declined to answer detailed questions or failed to respond before publication. For residents who have waited years for homes they were promised, the silence has only deepened frustration. How did one of the Northwest's biggest housing projects fall so badly off track?